Good morning. Welcome to week number 5 of High School Playbook Replay. I'm Kent Taylor. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday morning. We had a busy Friday night. We had Manual taking its perfect record south to Bowling Green last night. St. X tuned up for Trinity with a trip to the Queen City. Tigers lost on a last-second field goal. But we kick off the show this morning with a rivalry that has produced some all-time classics. From Brian Brohm and Michael Bush at Old Cardinal Stadium to Isaiah Cummings catching that overtime game winner in traffic. Britt Del Barba has the action and reaction from our Big O Tires Game of the Week, Male at Trinity.
Two of the top teams in 6A male, winners of 4 in a row. Trinity hasn't beat the Bulldogs since 2020, trying to get it done on their home field. Male visiting Trinity. First half, all Bulldogs. Second quarter, all Chase Burton. Just watch him go. 80 yards, yeah, that's right, all the way to the house, turning on the wheels into the end zone. That's Burton's second touchdown of the game, 21-6 Male. This one coming down to the final seconds, 14 to go. The young QB, just a sophomore, Zane Johnson, keeps it himself, dives for the end zone. 2-yard touchdown run gives Trinity the 24-21 win.
Every time we did something good, we had a penalty, get behind the sticks. But the one thing that our young men did is they kept fighting and they kept playing. Never gave up. We've been trying to get them to play for each other instead of playing for themselves. Thought he did a great job tonight of that. Zane Johnson came up big late.
Oh, great. You know, we were working that play all week because we knew, you know, I'm not a run threat. So when we went empty, they, you know, spread out the box and we just punched it in.
Another game of the week that ends in thrilling fashion. Trinity hands Male its first loss of the season, while the Rocks improve to 4-1. Reporting from Trinity High School, Britt Del Barba, WLKY Sports.
Thank you, Britt. 4-0 Manual headed south on I-65 to 4-0 South Warren, and the Crimsons took control of this one in the second half. Jerry Trainer puts the Spartans in the spin cycle and then dives for the pylon. Manual pulling away. Caden Mack showing off his arm. It's a wide-open Braylon Miles who goes in untouched. Crimsons rolled with a 35-7 win. They are 5-0. All right, Bullitt East won the Bullitt Cup last Friday night. Back-to-back wins over North Bullitt and Bullitt Central. Got the Chargers to 4-0. Last night, they were on the road at Central. Preston Harvey has the highlights from Ty Scroggins Stadium.
Central back at Ty Scroggins Stadium for just the first time since opening week. The Yellow Jackets hosting the undefeated Bullitt East Chargers as Central seeks its second win of the year. Ty Scroggins family members taking part in the coin toss in honor of the late, great former head coach. And it'll be the home team striking first. Cortez Stone would have a big night for the Yellow Jackets. Check this out. Stone finds the hole in the defense, and that's a man on a mission. House call puts Central on top 7-0. Second quarter, the Yellow Jackets add to their lead. Stone again having his way. His second touchdown of the night, PAT no good, 13-0 Central. But here come the Chargers. Cole Cornell connects with Caden Cowan in the end zone. It's a one-score game. Bullitt East with some momentum heading into the locker room. Second half, it's Cornell facilitating, but this time to Caden Bostock. Chargers grab the lead, 14-13. Late fourth quarter, Yellow Jackets sting back. Avion Johnson McNeil wide open in the end zone for the go-ahead score. Central gets the win 28-14 over Bullitt East.
You know, we just had to tackle better. I thought we was there in the first half, but we didn't tackle them well. And you give they guys credit because they made some plays too. And we just been weathering this storm, you know. But we kind of needed this to get us going. We've played well. Now it's time. You know, that's the way I told them before when the week started. Coming back from Cincinnati, it's time. It's time to start putting it together.
Central back at home next Friday to face Central Hardin, while Bullitt East will host North Hardin in Week 6. Reporting in Louisville, I'm Preston Harvey, WLKY Sports.
Thank you, Preston. Now to Southern Indiana. 3-1 Jeff made the trip to Floyd County to take on Floyd Central. Highlanders up 21-14 after a successful onside kick to start the third quarter. Sebastian Robertson with the flowing locks right up the middle for 6. It's 28-14 Floyd Central. They followed that with another successful onside kick. Guess they saw something. Then it's Robertson breaking off the big run here. He takes a couple hits, takes 4 Red Devils, or 3 at least, to bring him down, and they cap off that drive with a Jones-Jacoby touchdown. Floyd Central wins it 41-14. The Highlanders are 3-1. All right, South Oldham beat North Oldham last Friday night. Last night, the Dragons hit the road for another rivalry in the OC. Addie Miners has those highlights.
Well, it was a rivalry game for the record books as Oldham County looked to extend their undefeated streak against a strong South Oldham offense. Oldham County was fired up the entire first half as they cruised in the driver's seat. After getting a huge 4th-and-a-mile conversion, QB Derek D slings this one to Brooks Keitlinger. He'd get 2 touchdowns on the night. After not being able to get much going in the first half, the Dragons found a rhythm just before halftime. QB Ethan Arnold found Max Madsen in the corner to put the Dragons on the board. Keeping that momentum into the third, South would put up 2 unanswered touchdowns to take the lead 20-14 into the fourth. But like I said, Brooks Keitlinger was having a night. With this touchdown and extra point, the Colonels had it 21-20, and it all came down to this. After missing 2 extra points tonight, kicker Aiden Orther would sneak in a 20-yard field goal. The Dragons would sneak out a win 23-21.
They had every reason in the world to fold and just to cash it in, and then there was just a blip on the heart monitor. And then it fed to another blip, into another one, and it started breeding confidence, and this is just a resilient bunch that find a way to get the job done.
Both South Oldham and Oldham County now move to 4-1 on this season. South will look to start their district play next week as they host Anderson County, and Oldham County will head to Atherton. From Oldham County High School, I'm Addie Miners, WLKY Sports.
Thanks, Addie. Go get married. We'll see you in 3 weeks. Christian Academy had its 14-game winning streak snapped last week, trying to start another one last night, hosting 6A Ryle. Centurions up 14-7 late in the first half when Connor Hodge breaks contain, cuts back, and then beats everybody to that goal line. It was 21-7 at the half. Now, at the half, Cal's Britt Redmond, part of the homecoming court. How cool is that? And congrats to JT Merritt and Hannah Wooten because they were crowned king and queen. But the Raiders spoiled the night. They came back in the second half, get the 28-24 win. Cal's lost 2 in a row now. That's the first time since 2020, at unbeaten Manual next Friday. All right, back to the friendly skies. WLKY News Chopper starting its night in southern Indiana. New Albany hosting Columbus East. Opening kickoff for this one, and the Olympians, Keaton Lawson, fields it at about the 3. He gets some blocks, follows them, and goes untouched. 97 yards for the score. It's 7-0 Columbus East. Later in the quarter, the Dogs bite back. Jamal Chambers takes it in from the 2, but the Olympians went home happy last night. They get the 43-17 win on the road. 4-0 Providence looking for its first 5-0 start since at least 1993 because that's as far back as the IHSAA site goes. Hosting Charlestown. Pioneers get on the board first. Cooper Ross powering his way in for the 3. 7-0 Providence, and Abby is flipping over that, and she would flip over this too. Lucas Mock showing off his tip drill skills. What a pick, and that set up this. Preston Kempf, the 10-yard touchdown pass to Pete Lannon. Providence wins it 42-12, and the Pioneers are 5-0. Now for a high school playbook highlight of the night. How about this by Valley freshman Amir Jones? Now, they did lose last night at DeSales, but Amir did this. He weaves his way for an 80-yard kickoff return. Didn't you think he was down there? I sure did, but I kept rolling. And you see him, he's got a parade of blockers down the sideline. He takes it in for the touchdown, and again, he's just a freshman. That's unbelievable. 80 yards on that kickoff return. It's our highlight of the night, and his coach was pretty excited about it. See, he's just a freshman. He's just a freshman. That's our highlight of the night. All right, here's the college schedule for today. 3-0 Indiana hosts 1-2 Charlotte. That one at noon at Memorial Stadium. Hoosiers coming off that huge win at UCLA last week in their Big Ten opener. 12:45, the 1-2 Cats try to bounce back from that 1-point loss to then #1 Georgia, hosting Ohio. Bobcats are 2-1. Their only loss was by 16 at Syracuse. The Orange also handed Georgia Tech their only loss. The Yellow Jackets visit number 19 U of L at 3:30 this afternoon. That's the ACC opener for Jeff Brom and the Cards. And Western Kentucky, coming off that blowout win at Middle Tennessee in the 100 Miles of Hate rivalry, hosts a 3-0 Toledo team that, get this, won 41-17 at Mississippi State last Saturday. The Rockets are for real. Of course, Bridgell Barber will have all the highlights on Sports Saturday. Preston Harvey will be in Lexington at that UK game, and I'll be out at L&N Stadium for the U of L game. So we'll have you covered on what will be a busy Saturday. Everybody have a great weekend.